Hello everyone, my name is Khalila Aulia. I major in dentistry at Andalas University and I'm an IISMA awardee at Middle East Technical University in Turkey. So on paper I am in the biology program, but all the classes I took are from different majors and none of them were from biology. And actually I chose to go to Tohoku University at first, but then I got transferred to METU, but that's okay because I'm still able to enjoy myself during the program. So I first found out about the program from the deputy dean that shared it to my class year's WhatsApp group. And at first I wasn't really interested in it because I thought it was just a normal scholarship and not a student exchange one. And then luckily my friend talked to me about it. She asked me, "Hey, have you seen this ISMA thing in the group?" I was like, "Why? What's so special about it? Isn't it just a normal scholarship?" And she was like, "No, it's a student exchange scholarship. Why don't we go together? Why don't we go for it?" And then okay, and so we ended up registering together, and we didn't receive any socialization before. So we were really pressed for time, especially since we needed English and English proficiency test results to register, and that's why at the time we had to choose Duolingo because it was the fastest one that came. And then after the test, it came out 2 days later, and well, I panicked at first because it was really close to the registration deadline. And then at first they weren't able to give it the results to me because my ID was rejected. It was really blurry, and I was only able to take the picture of the ID using my laptop's camera from the application in my laptop, and it was well the my laptop's camera is very bad, so even my ID got rejected like 3 times or 2 times, and in the end I ended up using my passport, and thankfully it got accepted. And then after the hectic registration process, it then came down to waiting for the test results. I was very nervous, and good thing it turns out I could advance to the interview stage. And after the interview stage, I was very, 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 very nervous for obvious reasons. And when the test results came out, I was finally able to relax. Well, at first I was a bit disappointed because I didn't get accepted to Tohoku, but I still got accepted to the program, so I'm still happy about it. And then I joined the ISMA Metu awardee WhatsApp group, and then we discussed about many different things like visa, insurance, dorms, and all the other details. And then fast forward to when we finally finished all the necessary documents and preparations. We finally met everyone at the airport before our departure. It was very we were very loud, I think. I don't remember. And then when we finally got to Turkey, I was very excited, and thankfully we didn't have to go to quarantine, but we had a bit of a problem due to language barriers when we were trying to register into the dorms. But luckily, someone was able to speak English and Turkish and then they helped us, and we were really grateful because we didn't have any internet. We forgot to buy roaming. Well, only a few bought roaming, but the internet's not that good, I think. And then we forgot to buy SIM cards at the airport, so we couldn't connect to their Wi-Fi, and it was really hectic. We didn't know what to talk about. And then okay, after we got into dorms, we settled down, and then we waited for registration for the classes. So here we can take different classes from the ones where we registered during the ISMA registration program. So we can take any class as long as they still have capacity, and usually these classes they only allow like 1, 2, or 3 exchange students to join. And then at first I took ecology, health psychology, and Turkish language course at the first week, but then during the ad drop I ended up and the ad drop period I ended up choosing learning psychology, Japanese language, and maternal and children health class. uh, it was because the previous classes were a bit hard, well, not exactly hard, but well, let's just say that they had lots of assignments and I wanted to relax, so I chose the easy sounding ones. And since I already knew a bit of Japanese, so I chose the easiest Japanese class so I can relax. Okay, and then all my classes were online, so of course I was very relaxed and calm during class, but of course I still panicked over midterms and finals. Thankfully, my final results were all A's, and I got a GPA of 4.0. Okay, next is about clubs and other activities. I actually tried to join a bunch of clubs in the beginning because they all seemed very interesting, and I didn't have this in my home university. Like most of the organizations in my home university are like the ones that plan out events. Like okay, they all do that, but like none of them were mm, none of them were my passion. They didn't have my hobby in there. Okay, but then at the end I only ended up joining the ones from the ESN programs, because mostly all these other groups, well, since ESN is mostly for Erasmus students, so of course they would speak in English, but these other groups or clubs, they in their chats would usually use Turkish, so I was too lazy and tired to translate them one by one, so I would miss out on a lot of things. Well, but that's that, and I got to go to a bunch of other cities like Istanbul, Eskişehir, Kayseri, where else? Antalya and Cappadocia, and Safranbolu. Some of them I went with my friends, some I went alone, and some of them were from ESN trips. They organized them for like some of the trips like are like 1 day only, while the rest are 2 days, 3 days, 2 nights, or something like that. And I'm really glad I joined this program because it's always been my dream to study abroad, even though it's only like a short period, but it's okay. Since my high school didn't have any exchange programs at all at the time when I was still there. I don't know about now, and I'm not really caught up with my home university's programs, and I'm too lazy to do research on it. Oh, well, it's my fault really, but so I'm so glad I stumbled upon IISMA and got accepted, and I'm officially IISMA biased because IISMA helped me realize my dream and gave me lots of new opportunities to explore a different part of the world and meet new friends. I am very thankful for IISMA, and okay, that's all from me. Thank you for your attention, and remember, be bold to go abroad.